I've been in the audio business now all my adult life, from 1972 when we founded Polk Audio, 1990 when we founded Definitive Technology, and now, of course, GoldenEar. Some people paint, some people sculpt. I design speakers.
Our facility is in a rural area just outside the nation's capital here in Ottawa, Canada. We have an acoustics lab, an electronics lab, including a software development area, a mechanical design area, and also we have a fully instrument and anechoic chamber.
We launched in 2010 with a small grouping of products, trying to cover as much ground as possible. In 2014, we introduced a new flagship loudspeaker, the Triton 1. The Triton 1 incorporated everything that we had developed for the 2 and the 3, but then went further. It has won virtually every major award around the world. Everything. Why? Because it offers extraordinary performance and tremendous value. We started to get a lot of people saying, can you bring the Triton 2 and Triton 3 up to Triton 1 performance standards? And this was a challenge for our engineering group.
In the case of the 2 and 3 Plus, the design concept came from Sandy to us on how the 2 and the 3 should progress from the current models into the 2 and the 3 Plus. I always ask the question, does this follow the basic laws of physics? Are we using scientific and engineering principles rigorously? Any question I ask, I demand proof that the answer follows scientific and engineering principles. As I sometimes say to our people, if you don't know an engineering proof, then we're doing alchemy, not engineering, and I don't do alchemy here.
A lot of people think that the performance and sound of a loudspeaker relates to the drivers being used. And while that is true, it's only really a small part of the story. You can have 2 loudspeakers that use the same basic drivers that sound completely different. And what is this about? It relates to the crossover and the voicing of the speaker. The crossover is like the conductor of an orchestra, and it tells each driver exactly when to come in and how loud to play. So with the Triton 2 Plus and 3 Plus, we were really focused on the voicing and especially the crossover.
The advantages of a balanced crossover topology is it eliminates common ground cross-coupling between transducers and also provides a balanced impedance at the voice coil terminals of the driver. This provides a substantial improvement in performance over previous crossovers and was something that we adopted back into the Triton 2 and 3 design.
The upper bass mid-range drivers in the new 2 Plus and 3 Plus, although they look very similar to the drivers in the earlier 2 and 3, are actually quite upgraded and modified. They're using a new voice coil, a new cone, a new surround, and a new suspension.
We developed a new cone material and cone profile for the mid-range driver. This allowed us to improve the transient response, reduce the mass, flatten the frequency response, and increase the damping in the system. This allowed us to enhance the mid-range clarity.
There is a very powerful DSP that is incorporated in the Triton 1 and of course the new 2 Plus and 3 Plus. This unit really controls the power amplifier as well as the way that it integrates the bass section or the subwoofer section into the rest of the system.
For the Triton 2 design, the driver topology for the cabinet is mid-range tweeter mid-range, followed by 2 subwoofers in an inline array. This topology allows for excellent power handling, good diffraction control, and most importantly, very tight integration between the subwoofer section and the mid-range section. The 3 topology is similar to the Triton 2 with a reduced driver complement. The Triton 3 uses a single mid-range and the tweeter with a single subwoofer transducer. And we'd identified that integration between the bass and mid-range was an absolutely key performance parameter in the perceived clarity of the mid-range of the loudspeaker. These were all things that we learned from the Triton 1 that we could now move back into the Triton 2 and 3 models. I always say that anybody can design a good speaker with no cost limits, but it's very hard to design an excellent product at a close, tightly held budget, and that's what we've done in the 2 and 3. So we've delivered value in the 2 and the 3 that have not previously been on the market.
We feel that the new 2 Plus and 3 Plus really bring the qualities of the Triton 1 into smaller, less expensive speakers that offer the excitement, the enjoyment, the musical performance, and the home theater perfection of the Triton 1.